In the original master plan, my understanding, looking at the documents, was that we had, a budget that you just showed. Scroll it back.
Absolutely.
Construction costs of $25.547 million. And I asked a few days ago for a breakout of what that was, and looking in the master plan, it shows that we had a construction budget of $17 million for the community center and indoor aquatics. We also have a line item for outdoor aquatic center of $4.425 million for the outdoor portion.
Sounds good.
When in the work session, I heard that the project budget actually was $4.425 million for the total aquatic, both indoor and outdoor now. Is that correct?
Sure. So that is the budget for the deck space with the pools. As I said in my email response to you, the issue with this budget that they proposed is we initially had a concept for indoor aquatics and a concept for outdoor aquatics, and those were priced separately. And when the community said we actually want both, those numbers were just combined into one, so there was some overlap in those numbers. And so our goal with the budget that we're using for 4.4 is to look at just aquatics amenities. There's other space that was initially included in that conceptual amount that we've included in the community center budget now. So there are multiple budgets, but we have maximized the amount of money we are spending on actual aquatics features on the deck, which was the goal of that.
What is included in your definition of aquatics amenities, and what is included in the portion that is now part of the building that was in the outdoor budget?
So like locker rooms are included in the building, party rooms, lifeguard space, pool equipment, pool storage, those are all part of the community center budget, where before part of that was in the outdoor aquatic budget.
Looking at the detail, so what that was indoor aquatics now is part of the outdoor aquatics budget.
Correct.
Which part of it? Which indoor aquatics has moved to the outdoor?
It's actually the other way around. Some of the outdoor has moved as part of the community center budget, not outside of that 4.4 million for just aquatics.
How much?
I don't know off the top of my head because those were conceptual amounts. We knew that we needed to hit the 4.4 budget number for actual aquatic amenities, not support items. So like slides, lap pool, anything you're seeing on the deck space is part of the $4.4 million.
And what about the pool?
Anything, the pool and the deck space. So anything located in the outdoor pool deck space, including all the pools, and anything located in the indoor deck space, slides, lazy river, therapy pool, all the water and deck space is included in the $4.4 million.
So in the master plan, we actually had with like for essentially most of the pool, the biggest chunk of the pool, you had about depending on how you calculate it, 4.485 in that. There's a table that shows the outdoor features. You also had an indoor aquatics, which if you, depending on again, the size of the indoor aquatics, the bulk of the cost was shown up in the pool amenities of more than $5 million. And so $5 million and $4 million is about $9 million of aquatics. And now it seems that that's shrunk down into the 4.4 million?
Sure, so I think the challenge is our goal was to maximize $4.4 million of aquatics amenities as part of this project and deliver on the programming areas identified in the master plan. So we knew what types of amenities we needed to provide not only in the pool, but throughout the rest of the building. And so, like I explained in my email, when we had so these costs assumed that we would be midpoint of construction right now. So we actually have about a year and a half more of inflation to go. We have site conditions that we needed to accommodate as part of the budget. So even though these numbers are a really good starting point for us, where we stand today is that we have an entire community center worth of amenities that we need to fit into a $30 million budget. And so our goal was to say, we needed lap pools. So just to skip to this slide is a good talking point for this. Here's everything that we needed to include in the aquatics area, and we were able to give you conceptual site plans that are delivering on these programming requirements. And so while some of the numbers between the buckets may have changed, essentially we have provided on the programming direction as provided in the master plan.
So my concern is that essentially we, in the master plan, we provided somewhere between, depending on how you look at it, $8 and $9 million worth of aquatics amenities. And now we're, because of additional costs, the inflation costs, which is based in your email to me, is an additional $2 million and approximately $900,000 for additional excavation costs because the site is more difficult. It looks to me like money was shifted out of aquatics by putting it all into what was before the outdoor aquatics. And so now we're building indoor aquatics and the outdoor aquatics with about half the money.
So I think what's important to remember about this building is we're actually building a full-service community center. And so we are happy to shift that money back into aquatics if you would like to take out other features within the building. That's the reality of the budget situation. So we tried to, the best of our ability, maximize how we're able to deliver on this list of project amenities. If that direction has changed, or the budget direction has changed, we're happy to look at that. But this is our attempt to deliver on time and on budget and with the list of amenities that were provided to us as part of the master plan, recognizing that the design and budget were just conceptual.
So you said R, who is R?
The design team.
That would be specifically?
That'd be the work of McCarthy, the architect, Anna and her team, the work of the design committee.
Okay.
Input from the library in order to find space for them on the site. I mean, it's a number of stakeholder groups who've been part of that conversation.
They were all aware that the aquatics was going to be, the money going into aquatics was going to be significantly less because of the additional costs elsewhere that we could run into.
So even though the 4.4, I think you're looking at it as that money was just a conceptual bucket that we were given as part of the conceptual design. When we actually get into how do you actually build on this site, the numbers change a little bit. And if we say we need, meeting space for 250 people, that has a number. When we say we need a high school sized gym that accommodates all these courts, that has a number too. And so yes, as part of the design process, that's why we have a team of professionals who we can say, how can we make all of these competing interests aligned so we're delivering on the overall programming of the site? Not just saying we said we were going to spend X number of dollars in one area to the detriment of everything else in the program.
But if the money, if the cost shifts significantly out of one bucket, and what the voters voted on was this master plan, then I think that requires a look by the community again to make sure that that's what we want to do.
So my understanding is that the voters voted on this list of proposed amenities with an overall budget of $30 million delivered in 2020. That's what was considered as part of the ballot initiative. And so at the staff level, we didn't feel that it is our prerogative to take anything off of this list, but instead to deliver on all of these items, which we're presenting a plan that does.
Can I go back? Right. Yeah, and you keep saying that, Meredith, and I understand what you're saying, but even myself, when I thought we were getting, when I read outdoor pool with spray tan, lap lanes, and leisure pool, lazy river, slides, etc., that's in the outdoor portion. I thought the outdoor portion was going to have that. Now, I know that stuff's been moved inside, and I get doing that inside is we do it year-round, but everybody that keeps coming and talking to me says, we're not going to use that inside. We want that stuff outside, and that's what we promised.
So we're happy to make that accommodation if you can help us decide which of these other amenities need to be taken off the list. And that's, or more money comes into the budget. And unfortunately, that's the reality of the situation. But I think we're here tonight looking for your feedback on how are these amenities distributed throughout the aquatic space. And the reason we put what we put where was because we know that in order to meet our business plan goals and to minimize the subsidy that we're using from our city budget to subsidize this budget, we need to have a thriving and profitable indoor pool 9 months out of the year and not have everything outside, which just is open 2.5 months out of the year. So if we create an indoor pool that doesn't deliver and it keep people coming year round, it really does undermine the entire business plan that we put forward.
forward and see the new options that we have instead of just dealing on buckets and money moving back and forth.
I would like to close and say that I think it's important that we understand that what this plan appears to be doing is we've had almost $3 million of additional costs that we're not foreseeing or we're not in the, known
It's just
or whatever.
a reality.
A reality. So we're taking them disproportionately out of the aquatics, in my opinion. And I think we need to, that's something that the community needs to have an input.
Right, I think, I see what you're saying. I don't know that that's necessarily the opinion that everybody has up here, but again, staff has a pretty difficult job because we limited, I mean, the solution to that is to spend more money, which is what we are not going to allow them to do. So we can't ask them to build a building for it's going to cost more than what we have to spend, unless we give them the authority to spend more money, or we to tell them, okay, we're going to move all this stuff outside, what are we going to give up? And again, what good is an indoor pool that doesn't have anything in it? And what good is an outdoor pool in the wintertime when we can't open it up for the weather? It's a give and take, and that's kind of where they're at. That's why they get these people to try to get the most for what they can with the money in the area that they have. Let's go ahead and move forward.